Good morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, March 20th, 2014. At long last, the very first day of spring. Well, there was a bit of an exciting buzz earlier today. The Australians had reported that one of their surveillance satellites had in fact spotted a significant amount of debris in the Pacific Ocean about 1,500 miles southwest of Perth. The size of the objects were about 80 feet in length. The other object was about 15 feet in length. A number of search planes were dispatched to the area immediately. Right now it's dark in that area of the world. The search has been suspended. They did not find anything. There was also bad weather there. The Australian surveillance people, who of necessity, of course, are guarding the details of the types of surveillance that they can get, the resolution and things, are saying that it's a very murky picture. However, their experts are indicating that there is something on the water. It could be a container, although they noticed that the objects are larger than a container. That area of the world is traversed by container ships often, and frequently, apparently, containers fall off ships. So it could be a little bit of a break, but as of today, nothing was found. Meanwhile, the insurer Allianz, the big German insurer, has in fact confirmed that they have begun to pay out compensation to Malaysia Air for the lost plane flight MH370. The German insurer said that they're the lead insurer both for the aircraft and the liability claims from the passengers' relatives. It's common practice in the insurance industry to pay compensation for a missing plane in a timely manner, even if the aircraft's fate is still unclear, which is certainly the case here. And of course, if it turns out to be a terror-related cause that caused the loss of the plane, Allianz will stop paying and attempt to get all of their money back from the Lloyd's syndicate Atrium, which is in fact the lead insurer on the claim if it's a terror claim. The Allianz payment comes only in the case of a mechanical failure. Yesterday, the new Federal Reserve Chief, Janet Yellin, made a couple of comments after the regular Fed meeting, and it really got the market's attention. She said that they were thinking about raising the interest rates about 2 months earlier than the market had previously anticipated. So instead of the market thinking that the interest rates were going to come in July to August of next year, there's now a 50-50 chance that the interest rates will rise sometime in May to June next year. Meanwhile, the insurance industry is standing on the sidelines cheering and hooting. Any increase in interest rates would be wonderful news for their investment income return portfolio. The U.S. dollar apparently did very well as well yesterday, reaching highs over the past couple of weeks against a basket of currencies. In Turkey earlier today, at least 9 people were killed and 5 injured when a passenger train collided with a minibus bringing workers to work at a local factory. The accident occurred at the Mediterranean port city of Mersin, M-E-R-S-I-N. Apparently, the train, which was traveling from Adana to Mersin, incurred no damage or casualties. All of the dead were on the minibus. The state-backed Florida Hurricane Catastrophe Fund does not, repeat, not expect to pursue its plan to buy up to $1.5 billion of private traditional reinsurance for the 2014 hurricane season. As you know, the Chief Operating Officer, Jack Nicholson, had floated that plan earlier this year. Everything seemed good. Florida cat reinsurance prices are very low. It would have been a wise thing to do. However, the state legislature said, wait a minute, why have premiums go offshore into the pockets of largely Bermuda companies if in fact we have a pile of money here in the cat fund ready to pay in the event of a claim? Here's the answer. If you have a hurricane the size of Hurricane Andrew, the Florida Cat Fund Reserve will be exhausted and huge assessments will be made against the insurance companies, which then, in turn, will pass them along to homeowners. Let's keep our fingers crossed that they don't, in fact, have a significant hurricane, or this will become the perfect storm of a bad decision. The United States Federal Aviation Administration and Boeing have completed a review of the 787 systems, saying that the plane meets its intended level of safety. The FAA had asked the internal team to review the 787 systems back in January of 2013 after a lithium fire on a 787 in Boston. They determined that the 787's reliability of performance in the first 16 months of service was comparable to the reliability of other new Boeing models over the same time period, including the gold standard, the Boeing 777. So that's pretty good news for Boeing, actually. In fact, I was flying to London the week before last, as many of you know, and in both Newark Airport and in Heathrow Airport, one increasingly can see more 787s on the tarmac. So those deliveries keep coming. Let's hope that the review, in fact, is valid. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.